What is going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video where today I'm very excited to be looking at the very first of the Lost Thunder decks that I'm going to be covering on the channel. We're going to be talking about all of the big decks that people are expecting to do well in the new format, but we're going to kick things off with a fun little deck here, Granbull. This deck did get 9th place at a Japanese tournament recently that had like over 1,000 players, so it's proven to do pretty well on the big stage, and I think it is definitely something that has potential. It's a very unique deck, a very unique attacker, so we're going to see how it works out. I did make a few changes here and there to the Japanese list, but I do like the way the list is kind of shaped up. So let's go ahead and hop in and take a look at this one, starting off, of course, with Granbull himself, the big pink dog in town. 130 HP, Stage 1, Fairy-type Pokemon with the all-out attack. 30 damage. If you have no cards in your hand, this attack does 130 more damage for just 1 Fairy Energy. So with a Choice Band, we can be hitting 190 if we have no cards in our hand. And you may say, well, that's pretty difficult getting your hand down to no cards, and then you have no cards in your hand for your next turn. How are you going to draw cards? How are you going to find what you need? And the answer to that is the combination of Magcargo and multiple Orangurus. Of course, we got 3 copies of this guy with the Instructability. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may draw cards until you have 3 in your hand, which may seem like not a lot of cards, but if we play our hand down to none, then we're getting multiple cards every turn, especially if we have 2 Orangurus in play or something like that. And then Magcargo with Smooth Over can ensure that we draw cards that are playable, that we can get out of our hands so that we can get back down to 0 cards every single turn. And we are, of course, utilizing the brand new Ditto Prism Star with the almighty evolution ability. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may put any Stage 1 card from your hand onto this Pokemon to evolve it. Can't use it on your first turn or the turn this Pokemon was put into play. So we can use Ditto to get out Granbull or to get out Magcargo. So it's kind of like a half Slugma, half Snubbull, whatever you want it to be, Ditto can provide. So we're going to go ahead and expand things here and take a look at the rest of what we are working with. 1 copy of Energy Recycle System. This is actually really solid in this deck. We do play just the 7 copies of Fairy Energy, but once Fairy Energy hits the discard pile, this becomes a live playable card, something we can utilize, you know, basically every turn after the first couple turns. So that's really the kind of the theme of this deck, is we want cards that we can basically always play out of our hand. 1 copy of Field Blower so we can get rid of stadiums or tools. We've got 3 tools, 3 stadiums, so we can play this on ourselves if we need to burn it. 4 Great Ball, always a burnable card. 2 Lost Blender, as long as we've got, you know, a couple cards in our hand, this is a burnable card as well. 1 Mysterious Treasure. Now we do not have any we don't have any Psychic Pokemon in our deck to search out, Psychic or Dragon Pokemon to search out with Mysterious Treasure, but it does let us discard a card from our hand, which is really important. We really just want to be thinning our hand out as often and as much as possible. We've got 4 copies of Nest Ball, something we can always play as long as we don't have a full bench. 4 Rescue Stretcher. Once a Pokemon hits the discard pile, we can always play this card. Switch. This is just a useful card if we need to move an Oranguru or a Magcargo out of the active. We've also got 4 Guzma for that, of course. 4 Ultra Ball, of course, cards we can always play. 3 Shrine of Punishments. This is going to be really important against things like the Zoroark decks, just any EX or GX deck that we might need to do a little more damage to. 4 Apricorn Maker, a supporter we can always play, like literally we can always play this card, which is good. We've got 1 Diantha, which is actually a really solid card in this deck. And initially I thought, why wouldn't we play more copies of this card? But honestly, it seems like after a few games with it, 1 is definitely enough. You can only play this if one of your Fairy Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Put 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. So by playing Diantha, we can basically always guarantee we'll get our hand down to nothing as long as we have like an Ultra Ball in the discard, something along those lines. We can always get playable cards. 4 copies of Guzma. I really like just, you know, being aggressive, chasing down what our opponent has on their side. 3 copies of Choice Band so we can hit that 190 number. And of course, 7 Fairy Energies to round it out. There we go. There is Granbull. Guys, I really do think this deck is pretty solid, so we're going to hop over to the standard versus ladder, grab a couple games, see if we can't come away with a couple wins. Kicking it off today with Granbull going against Roke 513, playing a Fighting Psychic Colorless Lightning deck. I believe that was all the types we just saw there, so I'm going to assume this is probably like a Tapu Koko spread deck with Shining Lugia and Malamar, things like that. We do start Ditto, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. We'll give our opponent the hello as well. And our hand is okay. It's not great. We can Apricorn Maker for like Ultra Ball, so we can get rid of like the Stretcher, which we might not be able to play next turn. I think we go Apricorn Maker before Great Ball. We top decked Magcargo, which is interesting. So let's go Apricorn Maker. I want to get an Ultra Ball and a Nest Ball. And we definitely want to Nest Ball down a Slugma. I don't think there's really any way our opponent could knock out Ditto on turn 1 if it's just like a standard Malamar, Shining Lugia DC. I guess he could get like a Skateboard Lele knock us out. So that would be pretty bad. Maybe we will go ahead and play the Great Ball then. I think we should get Ultra Ball, Nest Ball though. So let's see on the Great Ball, what do we hit? We do hit a Snubbull, which is good. So we can go Nest Ball down a Slugma now. And we should be pretty good to go to be able to get our hand down low and instruct into a Fairy Energy after a Smooth Over with the Ultra Ball, all those things. So it's looking pretty good so far. So we'll go ahead and kick it over to our opponent's side of the field. What are they going to make happen? Get the Tapu Koko down. They've got the Inkay in the active. A Skateboard, of course, would let them get that to the discard. But since they attached to the active, no flying flips on my opponent's side of the field. You know, going second in an evolution mirror is definitely a little awkward. I mean, of course, their attackers are all basics, but they need their evolutions to get things going. You can't really do much without Psychic Recharge in play. They're going to just go ahead and Cynthia. Maybe they don't play like a Skateboard. I think some of these like don't play a lot of switch cards. But we'll see, we'll see. Might just go for the Hypnosis. It's not really going to do much since we can just evolve out of it. Treasure, though, will get them down another Inkay, which they definitely wanted to do. Go ahead and get rid of the Shrine. Yeah, Shrine's a card that's not going to be useful for really either of us. So we want to make sure that we can instruct, but not for too many cards. He's going to go ahead and retreat to the Tapu Koko, which we should be able to just knock out this turn. Yep, just a pass over to us. Let's see if we can get the knockout. We actually top deck the Fairy Energy, which is excellent. So we should be able to go Ultra Ball, Shrine, Stretcher. Go get a Oranguru. And we can still instruct for 1. We just got to make sure it's like a playable card. So let's go ahead and evolve. And we could play these cards and instruct for 3 Smooth Over, but there's always the chance then that we'd get a non-playable card, and we always want to make sure we have cards that are playable. So let's go ahead and actually just go get a Nest Ball, thin that out, and go grab another, probably just another Snubbull. Just go ahead and get that set up. We could get another Slugma, I guess, but we'll go with Snubbull for now. Instruct for 1. I guess we could get another Oranguru since we're going to go down to no cards. That could be good, just to keep a steady stream of draws. I'm still kind of trying to learn how to play this deck, honestly. We actually might need another Slugma, though, because we might need multiple Magcargos to like pull anything off next turn. I think we'll just go get another Oranguru. I don't think my opponent's going to have really any way to knock out this Granbull immediately, so we'll go ahead and do this, and we'll go all out. First all out of the video. First attack in the new format. Hitting 160 on turn 2. Very, very good. Ultra Ball is a fine prize to take. We'll 100% be able to play that and go down to no cards in hand, which is great. It's all we want to do. Okay, so Ultra Ball from my opponent. Gets rid of a Lele and an Ultra Ball, I think. Yeah, it was a Lele. And they're kind of on the back foot now. Like, what are they going to be able to do to respond to this? They don't really have anything that can knock out my Granbull very fast. I guess a Shining Lugia would do it with 4 energies. But they're going to have to get double recharge plus a switch card and a DCE and a Lugia this turn in order to do that. And then after attaching the Psychic Energy tells me they shouldn't be able to do that. We might be able to Guzma out of this, though. We do have one switch in the deck, which I think is important. But yeah, if we can just Guzma down that Malamar out of the Hypnosis, assuming we stay asleep, of course. Mysterious Treasure going to get another Pokemon out. Ooh, they've got the Giratina as the new card, of course. This is also a deck we're definitely going to be covering, guys. Distortion Door, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put it onto your bench. If you do so, put 1 damage counter on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So a little bit of spread damage here and there. I wonder if they're playing the new Spell Tag. I think Spell Tag is pretty interesting, a pretty interesting tool card. We'll just have to see. Looks like they're just going to go grab another Giratina. Maybe they'll try to discard this one as well, if they have like an Ultra Ball or another Mysterious Treasure in their hand. We'll see Distortion Door first. Sorry if you hear the dog barking. I don't know if you guys can even hear that or not, but she just heard something outside that spooked her. You're going to target down a Snubbull and an Oranguru. Not sure that that's going to do too much for them right now. Let me see if I can calm her down. Alright, she came in here now, so hopefully she calms down a little bit. She's like frantic. Hey, it's okay, there's nothing out there. There's nothing outside. It's okay. She's gonna figure out what made that noise outside, don't worry. She's gonna figure it out. Y'all come here? Y'all come here? I don't know if I've ever showed her in a video, but this is my dog Pepper. Anyone who hasn't met her before. Okay, so they did fail the Hypnosis, which is great. We could maybe try to get a Guzma knockout on the Giratina. That's something that could, you know, potentially knock us out next turn. So how do we want to do that? We could smooth over for... let's see. Let's actually go Nest Ball first. Get down a Magcargo. Or a Slugma. Try to get that set up. We can get double, double Instruct going. Should we... I guess we could go get the Fairy Energy now, or the Guzma, because we have Ultra Ball. We'll Ultra Ball for the thing. So what I'm kind of thinking is we need to put 1 card on top with Magcargo now. What are we least likely to draw? We'll go get Granbull with the Ultra Ball. So we got 3 Guzmas and 6 Fairies. So we'll put the Guzma on top now, but we might not be able to play the Guzma. I guess we'll definitely be able to play Fairy Energy. So let's get that. We'll definitely be able to play that. Instruct for 2. We got double Fairy. That's okay. And then we just Instruct once more. So yeah, no Guzma, but we'll still get a knockout, which is good. We'll go ahead and Ultra Ball. Get down to 0 cards. Get Granbull. And all out. We'll take a knockout on the Inkay. Pretty quick prize lead here. My opponent, of course, can try to get a knockout this turn, but they only have 1 energy on the Tina. It does require 2. So it looks like they're going to have to send up Malamar. Maybe have to go for a recharge, attach them, then a Guzma. Yeah, so I definitely wanted to get Slugma down because, you know, this deck honestly kind of falls apart whenever it doesn't have Magcargo. So making sure that I'm going to have access to Smooth Over is really important. So there's Psychic Recharge. Going to go ahead and attach there to the Tina. Attach for turn. So we'll probably see a Guzma here. And if I was my opponent, I would definitely target down the Magcargo still. Even though I got the Slugma down, you still want to get rid of that. That's really the key to taking care of this deck, is getting rid of the Magcargo. But they weren't decided not to do that. So it's going to be back over to us. All we got to do is get down to 0. We'll be able to knock out the Giratina. Top deck of a Snubbull. That's pretty good. We can actually just go... Let's go get a card guaranteed with Smooth Over that we want. Let's go get another Magcargo, I guess. Set those both up. So we'll Instruct for 1. And then we'll get to Smooth Over, Instruct for 1 again. And all we want to do here is just try to set ourselves up for the next turn. So we'll Smooth Over. Actually, we don't even need to draw it this turn. We could just get, like... We didn't attach this turn, I guess. So we can just go ahead and get Fairy Energy so we can attach it. I think that's fine. And like I said, we could play these cards and draw more, but we want to guarantee that we're going to get down to no cards in hand. And there we go. All out. 130. Streaming it back-to-back turns. 160, actually. Sorry. It's additional 130. So we get Apricorn, which is good. We can play that and definitely get Ultra Ball. Anytime you see Apricorn Maker, it means you're basically guaranteed to be able to get down to no cards. As long as you still have Ultra Balls in the deck, I should clarify. Okay, so they send up an Inkay. My opponent's definitely on the back foot here. It's going to be kind of hard for them to win this. It's kind of just like a prize trade of the one prize attackers. Their attackers are basic, but they need a lot every single turn. They need like a switch card plus an energy to attach, plus to be able to double recharge. They might not be playing a skateboard, kind of based off of what they've been doing so far. There's another Giratina. Well, they've had that one in their hand. We knew they had that one. Gonna attach a DCE to it. Gonna need to find another Inkay. Might not be attacking this turn, actually. Lily for a bunch. And yeah, my opponent's just going to scoop from there. Next turn, we might have been able to get a Granbull and a Guzma. I think we actually may have been able to pull that off, so... oh, working on a Fairy challenge. That's good. I think Fairy's one of the only types I don't have, like, maxed out with all the rewards for it, so good to be working on that. So that was a pretty convincing first game, I'd say. Granbull things went pretty smoothly, thanks to Magcargo. Pun intended, for sure. I will say, though, like... I played a game on stream with this deck on my Twitch channel, and I played that yesterday, and things definitely did not go my way when I didn't get Magcargo out. I actually prized 2 Slugmas and Ditto in one of my games, and my game just, like, totally fell apart. I was basically unable to do anything, so you really just want to make sure that you have Magcargo in play is kind of the key to this deck, is what I have found. Okay, so a little awkward of a start. Kind of going to depend on what these Great Balls find for us. Want to find a Slugma if we can, for sure. We're going first, so we don't need to bench Oranguru right now. We get a Granbull for next turn, which is nice. Okay, Slugma, that's good for sure. Go ahead and play this second one. We do get another Snubbull. Okay. So next turn, we should be able to instruct down and draw what we need to play our hand out. Go ahead and bench this. Yeah, it looks like we'll be okay to be able to go here. As long as they bench something, we should be good. We can Guzma. We need to draw like an Ultra Ball too, though, because we need to... It might not actually not work out next turn. It might be kind of tough. Having Energy or Cycle System and Guzma in our opening hand is makes things definitely a little awkward. So, might have to go find an Ultra Ball and hope to get down to 0 with a couple of Instructs. Might have to get a little lucky. And have to draw the Fairy Energy, of course. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my chair is like kind of squeaking and it's driving me a little crazy. Okay, so they're going to Lele. What do they want to grab here? Cynthia. So it looks like they kind of didn't have the best hand. Just going to have to go with a Cynthia and see what they draw. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a Spell Tag Malamar deck. I wonder why they attached this to Coco. Why wouldn't they attach it to Lele? Maybe they want to put in a skateboard on this. They just didn't want to draw this. Maybe. Fairy Energy draw. Actually... If we have the Mysterious Treasure in deck, we could pull this off. Because it lets us just discard 1. And we get a knockout on a Inkay. Yeah, let's see if it's in the deck. Yes, nice. Okay, so the Mysterious Treasure proving its worth, just letting us being able to discard 1. That's all we need right now. We'll go here. We'll go here. Instruct for 1. There we go, pulling it off. No targets, of course, but Guzma will let us knock out his Inkay. Since it was his only one, I think that's probably our best play, is just to go ahead and take this out. We, of course, could have gotten Ultra Ball and then just, like, knocked out the Coco. Getting Diantha off the prizes could be good if our opponent does knock us out. That's actually probably our best supporter to get. Shining Arceus. So this is kind of based on that Japanese spread deck that did well at a few tournaments. As long as this Pokemon is your active, prevent damage done to your benched Pokemon. And then Ultimate Arrow. For 4 energy, it does 30 damage to everything on your opponent's side. So a pretty cool card. Acrobike, nice. Going to be able to just discard that Giratina. That's a pretty good little combo. Going to go ahead and Distortion Door. There's really nowhere great for him to put it in this specific matchup. I guess you just throw it on, like, Snubbull and Oranguru. No, he's going to target down Magcargo. And we're going to see Flying Flip. So we got to get down to no cards. Ditto Prism. Might have to Ultra Ball away the Ditto, honestly. Which is fine. It does only have 40 HP. Oops, not Nest Ball. We want Ultra Ball. I guess we could get Apricorn Maker instead, so we play like a few more cards. That seems good. Then a little more. And then this actually can let us bench the Ditto. But I'd almost rather not bench the Ditto, right? Like... yeah, we'll get these. We can Ultra Ball away Nest Ball Diantha. I guess I would have gotten Great Ball if I was going to do that, and then bench the Ditto. We just have to, like, evolve it next turn 100%. I guess he could pull off some weird, like, Lele promo plays. I'm just going to get rid of the Ditto. I think it's fine. Get a second Slugma. I guess we can go ahead and get Granbull and then Nest Ball the second Slugma. We could, of course, get a Oranguru and draw more cards, but all we want to do is get down to none. Not Snubbull. We want Slugma. Our other Magcargo was in the deck. There we go. All out 160. Spell Tag, of course, not going to activate since it is a tool card that only works on Psychic-type Pokemon. Going to go ahead and get a Malamar out. And yeah, this is kind of the issue I find with these Malamar decks a lot, is like you just need so many cards every single turn. Needs an energy to attach. You know, he can't really get a meaningful attack off this turn. He can energy drive, but if we find Choice Band, we're just going to take a knockout on the Lele. He should definitely retreat this, I feel like. I don't know, though. We'll see what he does. Gonna retreat to the Arceus, okay. So we should be able to knock this out. Yeah, he's just gonna sacrifice the Arceus for a turn. Gonna get down Coco. Pass over to us. Stretcher we cannot play. So let's... might have to get rid of an energy with Ultra Ball here. We can go get the second Magcargo and stack something for next turn, so it's not the worst trade-off. Well, I guess we could still attach and then instruct and then Ultra Ball away, but then that doesn't work if we draw the Magcargo. So since it's like still possible we could draw Magcargo, we'll just go ahead and do it like this. Need to make sure we don't run out of energy. We just need basically 3 more in the deck, and we have more than that, so we should be fine. And all we want next turn is something playable. Energy, I guess. 1, 2, there's 5 in the deck, so we can't get one out of prizes, we know. So energy is something that we know is going to be playable. I guess you could stack a... you could stack an Ultra Ball, knowing that that's a way you'll always be able to get down to no cards. Nest Ball plus Fairy Energy means we get a guaranteed attack next turn and get a Snubbull in play, so things are looking pretty good. They're going to take a knockout here. They will activate Spell Tag. 40, so after a couple like Distortion Doors, they could knock out Magcargo after the Spell Tag. Spell Tag is such a like interesting trainer card. We could go get our Field Blower though, which we might actually do this coming turn. Should be able to pull that off. And if we do that, it might just kind of take away all of our opponent's options, honestly. So there's another Malamar. Got a couple Psychic Recharges available to them. Didn't recharge before sending up the Giratina, though. Or do they not have any energy in the discard? They don't have any Psychic Energy in the discard. Okay, so he's just going to have to Guzma install, it looks like. But we should be able to go Guzma, knock out... I guess just one of his Malamars will take out. Do we have the switch in the deck? We do. So we could just switch and knock out Coco, but I kind of think we should just take out a Malamar for now. Instruct for 1. Get one more Snubbull down. Could get another Oranguru, I guess. But actually, we probably should get another Oranguru. We've got 2 Granbulls, so I don't want to risk an Instruct right now, though. I guess we should just send up this one. It's got more damage on it. So let's go Smooth Over for the next turn. And Ultra Ball, like I said, should guarantee we'll get down to none. We know we have a Guzma in... we don't have a Guzma in the prizes. Yeah, we'll just get Ultra Ball so we can guarantee get down to nothing. I guess we could maybe try to take a Choice Band because we can guarantee play it, and then maybe we can go find Guzma and knock out Lele for the game. I guess we should set that up. Try to set up the game-winning play next turn. Choice Band, we can always play Guzma. We might be able to play if we can find, depending on like what the rest of our, cards are that we get. We do have an Ultra Ball in the deck still, I believe. Yep, should. As long as there's not our last 2 prizes, which I don't think that is. And they're just gonna have to Nest Ball. They'll get to attack with Giratina here, but we should be able to close this out. Oh, they don't have a Psychic Energy, that's right. Okay, so we get Choice Bands. So let's Smooth Over for Guzma. Instruct, play the Guzma, and then Smooth Over for Ultra Ball, and then play Choice Band, Instruct. Yep. There we go. Smooth Over for Guzma. Instruct into the Guzma. We'll go Guzma. Bring up our Granbull. Choice Band. Smooth Over into Ultra Ball. And then Instruct. And then we'll be able to discard the Apricorn Maker plus our other card. And we'll get the W right here. Our opponent didn't even take any prizes that game. That was like a pretty good showing there for Granbull. 2 games in a row. The deck's working. It's rolling. So you guys can see the potential that Granbull has. It's definitely a solid deck. better than, like, you know, it was something I definitely liked a lot coming into the format. I thought it had potential, could be really good. But at the same time, it seems like something that's really clunky. You need to do so much every single turn. But after the first few games of testing, it's worked out pretty well, surprisingly. So going up against Blackner here, playing a Grass Dragon Psychic Lightning deck. So almost certainly going to be Rayquaza Vikavolt, if I had to guess, which should be good for us. Not the best hand, but not the worst. We should be able to find Switch next turn. Let's kind of get around starting a Slugma. Delmise, okay. So we'll bench Slugma. And we will Apricorn. We can just get, like, totally set up here. Double Nest Ball, I guess. We can get Ditto, Oranguru, and a Snubbull. Just get everything down. Yeah, we got the Ditto in there. I guess I should have seen if both Magcargos were in the deck before I played down the Slugma. And then we need an Energy plus the Switch next turn. We do have the Switch. We got all 4 Guzma. We got 5 Energy, so we did prize a couple Energy. And from here, we'll just pass and see what my opponent does. Could have Great Balled, I guess, but might as well just hold it. If we Great Ball into Magcargo, and then we can Ultra Ball into our next Magcargo, or I guess we would need to Ultra Ball into Oranguru Magcargo. Yeah, we just need kind of a lot next turn. My opponent does just have to go with a Cynthia, though. So definitely not the start you want. No Grubbins yet. Played 2 Acrobikes. Mysterious Treasure. Gotta make sure you can find a Grubbin. He's probably gonna go get a Rayquaza with this, though. Let's see it. Gotta find a Grubbin. Gonna go ahead and mill. Not a bad mill, though. Gets rid of a couple energy. Oh, double Vikavolt hitting the discard. That is nice. That feels real good as your opponent when you're playing against Rayquaza. Alright, no Grubbin either, so Guzma. So that means we should be able to pull this off. So we can go Ultra Ball. Yeah, we've just got it. We'll go Ultra Ball for Magcargo. Get a Fairy Energy. Look at that. Oh, so smooth. Smooth over for a Fairy, and then we can instruct into that Fairy Energy. That was a really solid top deck, I'm not going to lie, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. You guys know that if you watch this channel. You know sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So we'll go attach, Granbull. Guzma take 2 prizes. We've gotten a turn 2 attack every single game. All out, taking the KO. And our opponent has, like, since they didn't get a Grubbin, they have no response to this. There's no way they can get a knockout this turn, I don't think. Gonna send up the Rayquaza. And all we need to do next turn is get down to no cards. So there's the... Oh, they must have top-decked the Grubbin. That's pretty unfortunate, honestly. That's not good. That's a big rip. But Lele here might just go for a Steven's Resolve. Gonna go for a Cynthia, though. I guess they might be wanting to look for a Grass Energy, try to go for the Tempest. But they've only got 1 Vikavolt left in the deck, so that means they're gonna have to draw into Ultra Ball or their 1 Vikavolt off of this. Ah, they've got the new Zorora GX. Of course, how could I forget this new card? Plasma Fists, 160. Full voltage, attach 5 basic energies from your discard, and of course Thunderclap Zone gives everything with a lightning free retreat. This card is so good in this deck. Just a good way to do like 160 damage. Yeah, really solid. Gonna go ahead for another Rayquaza though. I would have laughed real hard if they got rid of their 3rd Vikavolt right there. I think they were maybe looking... I'm not sure what they were looking for there, but... Gonna just go ahead and Tempest GX. They get rid of their 3rd Vikavolt! What? Tempesting away the third Vikavolt. I guess that's really all he could do there. So we got 2 stretchers in our hand, but we'll just have to discard that with Ultra Ball, and we'll go get our second Magcargo and stack a Granbull for the next turn. Getting rid of double stretcher, not necessarily what you want to be doing, but not the biggest deal, honestly, at this point. Especially we're going to go down to just 2 prizes left. Things are looking pretty good for us. We'll smooth over. We'll actually put Ultra Ball on top, so that way we can guarantee get down to no cards. Right, does that guarantee it? It actually doesn't, since we're taking 2 prizes. But as long as one of the cards is playable off of the... we should be able to do it. I guess I should have gotten Granbull, actually, because we can guarantee Evolve, then smooth over, instruct for Ultra Ball to then get down to 0 cards. That actually would have been better. Would have been much better. Yeah, man, it's powerful when you get those Magcargos up and running. We did get Oranguru, which is a playable card. We got Energy, which is a playable card, so we should be good to close this one out. They need their stretcher. They did get their stretcher. They almost certainly have a rare candy. They haven't gotten rid of any. Only 11 cards left in deck, so... Yep, there's the rare candy. So they'll get an attack off. I guess they can attack us with Delmise, so we don't win next turn necessarily, and we do need to get another Snubbull on the bench, actually. Now my opponent's just going to go ahead and concede. They must not have had the requisite energies left in the deck. Maybe they drew a lot off of their Tempest, but... there you go. There is a quick 3 games with Granbull right there. So close to that pack challenge. We're at 36 minutes. We can go get a 4th game in. That was a quick one. If you guys like the longer videos, let me know. Looks like we completed a trade. Hey, 1 Trumbeak Reverse Hollow away from getting to play Lost March, which is going to be one of my next videos. Definitely stay on the lookout for that. We got a nice little win streak going. We'll just keep it moving with Granbull. You know, the unassuming Stage 1, you wouldn't have thought this card had much going for it, but things are working out. Things are going well. Alright, Glucario 111 playing a Grass Psychic colorless deck. Probably going to be some sort of Sceptile, maybe, like a Alolan Exeggutor. Just based on those types, is what I would guess. I'm not sure, though. We are going first, which is great, so we'll start Snubbull. The Lost Blender. We haven't played a single Lost Blender yet this series. And we're going to see what my opponent has over on their side. Yep, Sceptile it is. So let's start with a Great Ball, and then we can decide what we want to get with Nest Ball after that. Never mind, we got nothing there. Okay, we actually might need to start off with a Lost Blender. Okay, that's good for next turn. So that kind of makes me want to get a Oranguru right now. A little awkward of a start, but I'm pretty certain this Snubbull won't go down. We just want to draw a lot of cards right now. Or enough cards right now. Okay, we got Apricorn, we got Ditto. So let's go Ditto down. We'll use Apricorn. Just get double Nest Ball. Maybe Nest Ball, Great Ball. And next turn we can use that to try to find the Granbull. Yeah, because we need next turn to be able to find Granbull and find an energy. So we'll do it like this. We'll go get another Snubbull. And we'll hold the rest for now. Alright, looks like they're going to go for Find a Friend. Rocking the Secret Rare Grass Energies. They got the Secret Rare Choice Bands, Full Art Cynthias. This guy's got it all blinged out. Got the really cool energy sleeves as well. Maybe could have tried to play that a little differently. Ultra Balls away. Sightseer and a Lurantis GX. And what do they want to get here? Maybe we'll see a little bit more of their deck. If it is a Alolan Exeggutor, we might see them go get an Execute. Did they get anything? Oh, they got another Trico, okay. Right? Is that what they got? Yeah. They're just going to get Grovyle. Grovyle's ability, very good, of course. Okay, there's an Ultra Ball. So what can we do to guarantee this? I don't think we can. We can go Smooth Over for Fairy. Attach, and then Ultra Ball, or Great Ball. I think that might be what we need to do and just kind of hope to hit it. We could Ultra Ball for... We could Instruct now for one more card. I guess we can... Because we can go Ultra Ball for another Oranguru or a Granbull potentially. But we actually just found the Granbull, which is good. So that's actually perfect then. So now we just go Smooth Over. Oh wait, no. I messed it up. Because we have to play this. So I can't get Fairy Energy. Oh no, I messed up. Okay, let's see what we can do now then. I messed up. We can Instruct for 2, I guess. We can get the Fairy Energy. Instruct for Fairy. No. Six fairies in the deck. I can't believe I did that. We can get Nest Ball and then go get another Oranguru to keep digging. Let's do that. I messed up. So we'll just draw a couple cards now. Double Nest Ball. I can't believe I did that. Okay, so we can Ultra Ball for Oranguru. We can Nest Ball for Oranguru and just Instruct for 1. We can Ultra Ball for Magcargo and just get a Fairy Energy to guarantee an attack next turn. Like, he's not going to be able to attack next turn because he doesn't play Rare Candy almost certainly. So let's just do that. I can't believe I messed up like that. I guess we can Instruct at this point and just maybe see if we hit it, but it's pretty unlikely. Lost Blender. We can hit him for 30. Which, I mean, he does play... He's playing Sceptile GX, so it's going to be... Or if he's playing Sceptile GX, it's going to be a little harder to take it out. So I guess just hitting it for 30, honestly, isn't the worst. So first time we've missed the 160 turn 2. But I messed it up myself. I probably could have done something different. But it's still okay. You know, if he does get up into a Sceptile GX somehow this turn, we might be able to deal with that. He's just going to go Grovyle, and he'll chain Grovyles together here. Actually just has 2 in his hand, so never mind. Can get one more Grovyle and then one more something else. I'm assuming this is like a Sceptile GX deck with Lurantis maybe. Maybe Lurantis promo, as well as just regular Lurantis GX. It's pretty interesting. Has one more Sunshine Grace. Gonna just Net Ball for another Grass. This thing's attack does 40, okay. Didn't attach the energy before Lily. I maybe just wanted to see what he got off of it, I guess. There's another Grovyle. One more Sunshine Grace. What do you do? On to our turn. Okay. So we can Lost Blender these two. We can Smooth Over first. I guess we should just do that and then get the card we want, guaranteed. Get another Magcargo, I guess. Yeah. We'll just do that. Do it like that. Haven't done any Instruct yet, but we're not going to do that right now. We'll just get the energy. Maybe should have gotten... I don't know. We got double Instruct, double Magcargo, so we should be able to draw anything we want for the rest of the game. Switch is good. That's a playable card if our Granbull does get knocked out. You know, Sceptile GX does hit for 130, so... Yeah, man, if we could have gotten that... If we could have gotten that turn 1 knockout, we would have taken his like energy for turn out of play, which would have been huge. He's just going to go get Sceptile GX, I'm sure. Lurantis. He does have one more of these. Oh, he's got the Sceptile in hand. Okay. Jungle Heal could definitely be annoying, but if he's taking a turn to do that, he's not taking a knockout. So... Prize trade is still advantageous for us. Hopefully he doesn't play Replacement Stadiums or Blower or something. See what they get with the Grovyle. Maybe another Lurantis? Yeah, just going to get another Sceptile. I don't know about that, though, because you're putting more damage in play. It's just going to stack up more on this other Sceptile. Yeah, so he's not going to put it in play. He's just going to go ahead and put it in hand. So that's pretty smart. So we need to set up Magcargo because we can play the switch. Shrine will start doing its work. So we want to get Granbull. We also need to bench another Snubbull, so we'll do this. We'll evolve it. We'll Smooth Over again for a Nest Ball. We got rid of all our Nest Balls. We'll Smooth Over for a Snubbull. Instruct into that. Hit it for 160. Would be nice if we had the Choice Band. Couldn't quite get there, though. Damage will still start to add up. And yeah, he wants to Jungle Heal when he has damage on, like, multiple Sceptiles. Jungle Healing whenever he's just got damage on one Sceptile basically does nothing. But he's going to go ahead and retreat, so he does have the other Sceptile, okay. Energy. Oh, he has Max Potion, okay. So he's got a nice little combo going here. We got rid of Diantha, which is unfortunate. We're going to need our stretchers and stuff here in this one. So we need Snubbull, Granbull, and an energy this turn. So there's Stretcher. That can get us one part. So let's Smooth Over for the thing we're least likely to draw, I guess, which would be the Snubbull. Instruct for 2. Get that, and then we just get the energy, and then we shuffle back some Granbull pieces. It'd be nice if we could have drawn Choice Band. We got 3 in there. Just to do a bit more damage to make it so the Shrine ticks away a little quicker. We just want to get the guaranteed attack every turn. I mean, it's okay. Like, if he gets his little max push and play off again, it's a little annoying, but that's fine. shuffle in like that, I guess. We'll go all out. So yeah, it would be fainting going into our opponent's next turn, so we can maybe get a Guzma play off. So Choice Band would actually be really big if we could have gotten it. But yeah, my opponent needs a lot every turn. They need the grass, the max potion, all that. So if he's got it, he just needs grass max potion. He'll be able to keep it up. There's the grass. Any max potion? Any healing or anything? Leaf Cyclone. So no healing, so that's really good. Man, if only we had Choice Band. Would have been really good, because then this would have fainted going back in. He would have attacked with this one, I suppose, if that was the case. Alright, so now we need to pull off a few things. There's Granbull. So let's get energy. We want energy and we want Choice Band. And we want a Snubbull. So we need all those things. We got 2 Snubbulls in there. Definitely need the energy. Do we have the energy recycle system? We do. So that's going to probably be important, honestly, at this point. We'll go ahead and evolve. We'll just draw more cards because we need multiple things. Hopefully all stuff will still be able to play. So we should be good, actually. Yeah, we'll just smooth over for the Snubbull. Once again, we're not going to get the Choice Band. Should we just go for it? I guess we can't now since we've already played this. No Choice Bands, feels bad still. But Shrine will, you know, keep doing its work, keep doing its thing. It does put them on the same damage number, so they're both going to faint at the same time, I guess. Looks like they're going to fail the Sunshine, so they don't have any grass Pokemon left, or none they want to put in their hand. I guess there's really no reason not to put something in your hand just to thin it out of the deck so you don't draw it, unless you're worried about revealing something you don't want to reveal yet. Guzma, so what's he going to bring up? And then go for the Jungle Heal. Yeah, so this is a good turn for him to use the Jungle Heal for sure. Yep. If we had Choice Band, one of those would have gone down there. But now we should be able to get a lot of things in play. So we want... So if we instruct and then evolve Smooth Over, we're guaranteed to be able to get down to 0. Oh, as long as we have Ultra Ball left. Okay, we do. Okay, I freaked out for a second. I was like, oh wait, we do have Ultra Ball left, right? Oh, but then we won't be able to... So we need to Guzma. Oh no, so we have to Ultra Ball and Guzma. I messed up. We can just hit it though, because then it goes down easier. Which is still fine. Just hitting it for 30 is like not the worst. So let's Smooth Over. Sorry, game. Yeah, I don't hate just hitting it. It's not the best, but I guess if we knew we weren't going to get down to 0, we should have played more cards, but yeah, I guaranteed we'd get down to 0, but it didn't guarantee we'd be able to attack. And we can use our second Smooth Over to go get Energy Recycle, which I think we'll probably need at some point. We got 3 stretchers still, so that's good. Or we could get Choice Band, I guess, but... So 30 damage might not seem relevant, but it's actually going to put it in range to where now we can knock it out. We can actually knock it out now without a choice band, which is good. As long as he doesn't heal it. So this ended up being a grindier game. It's not over yet. Oh, man. Guzma, so what's he gonna bring up? Oh man, how many Guzmas do we have left? 2 left. He's gonna just knock out Magcargo. So we can go Guzma knock this. We can choice band. We can make it so this feint's coming back into our turn, but if he max potions it, that goes away. I think we just need to hit it. Oh wait, no, it gets knocked out if we find choice band. So let's go ahead. The thing is ticking. I hate it when it does this. Great Ball for nothing. So we need to find choice bands and get down to 0, which we'll be able to do. So we'll instruct Stretcher. So we can play this. Shuffle 3 energy. Smooth over for the choice band. Instruct into the choice band. Bench Slugma. Stretcher back 3 Pokemon. There we go. So we'll get back Granbull. We know we've got a Snubbull in the deck. So we'll just get back Snubbull, Granbull, Magcargo. Second Magcargo, of course, can be good. And there we go. All out. 190, and then the 10 from the stadium will take the KO for us. Still definitely not over. I messed up 2 turns in this game, and you know my opponent's just 1 turn ahead. So if I hadn't made one of those mistakes, I think we would still be okay. We still might be okay. He might not be able to make a second attacker. He needs another Sceptile GX, I guess, and he needs the energy. We don't have any disruption. One like copy of, I don't know. You can't really judge because then you can't get down to 0 cards easily. No disruption definitely feels bad. If we had a way to disrupt our opponent here, I'd feel okay about things. As of now, it's not looking great. Unless he prized his last Sceptile. If he might only play 2 and one of the other one. So Ultra Ball will get rid of the other Sceptile. Okay, so he plays 2 of the other Sceptiles. So maybe he plays like a 2-2 split? I think 3 GX is probably still really good. He's just thinning his hand out and stuff like that, thinning cards out of his deck that he doesn't want. In case we were to disrupt him somehow. He does play Rare Candy, wow. I didn't expect Rare Candies. He might only play like 2. There's a Lele. He does play Rare Candy. His list is interesting. I definitely want to build a Sceptile deck at some point. I think Sceptile's solid. Ooh, my opponent might not have the energy attachment they need. Ooh, Cynthia has to find them an energy. Oh, man. Oh, man. What does that do? Okay, so we need to find our last shrine. Because one's in here. That stinks. So they should be able to close this out. I think my opponent wins. We have to hope they don't have another energy, though. They are down several. So let's do this. Would have liked to have hit a Snubbull there. Smooth over for Magcargo. Or what do we do? I guess we could get... Because we have to Ultra Ball. Just something we don't want. Oh, we might have to get a little lucky. I guess we can get the Shrine. No, if we get the Fairy, we attach it, then use the second Instruct, go get the Snubbull. I guess the Snubbull really doesn't matter, because it's like, this gets us all the way there, or it doesn't. It really just comes down to if my opponent has the energy or not. Oh, man. He's just going to heal every turn if we don't do this. It kind of comes down to if he has the energy regardless, so I think hitting him... And we can't one-hit knock it out anyway, so I think that we kind of just have to do this. We could have maybe tried to Guzma stall out the Lurantis or something, but... Yeah, he's going to give us the well played. So he has the energy netball, assuming it's not prized. He does have any left. So my opponent has a cool deck. I think we definitely made like 2 or 3 mistakes at least that game, but the deck ran really smoothly the rest of the video. So I hope you guys definitely enjoyed Granbull. I think it's a really fun deck. I enjoy playing it a lot, and I think it's actually solid. So, and we got our challenge, so that's pretty good. It is a... We leveled up. So we got the deck box, and we got a Burning Shadows pack. So let's just go open it real fast. See what we got out of that Burning Shadows pack. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Granbull. Let me know some of the Lost Thunder decks you guys want to see from me. I'm definitely going to be trying to play a lot of different decks, a lot of things with Pokemon, so... Maybe for a Full Art Guzma, something like that would be nice. Weakness Policy Reverse, okay. And Toxicroak. So not much going for us in that pack, but... I really do appreciate you guys watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe for more Lost Thunder decks. And I'm going to get out of here, guys. Until next time, take care.